Good evening and welcome. Oh, Leanne Vine, first in the house. Julian Liz, second in the house. Adam Hudson, good evening to you. Frank Casey, Graham Allison, David Smart. I'm on time for once. Good evening. Good for you, David. Michael McLaughlin, good evening to you. And Steve Pace, good evening, sir. Have your t-shirts arrived yet? Have they arrived yet? Has anybody received their t-shirts yet? Good evening, Nigel Moore. Obviously not working. Got anything better to do in life, have you? Look at my freaking hair. Honestly, I never combed it this morning, this evening, or this afternoon. Right, 14 people in the house. Sometimes, do you know, I get stage fright before coming on here some nights. I think, what the friggin' hell am I going to talk about tonight? I do. I thought, oh, if too bloody cold here, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tracy Dodds is in the house. Good evening, Tracy. Okay. So, there was something I was going to say. I can't remember what I was going to say. No t-shirt yet. But it's in the post. Susie Two Shoots posted them. They're in the post. I said to her, did you do first class or second class? Guess what she did? Just have a guess, everybody, what she did. Guess what Chris would have done? Chris would have gone first class. Guess what Susie Two Shoes did? Yes, Adam. Spot on. Although I'm paying for them, although I'm paying for postage, she decided pigeon post, Graham. Yeah. A long way round. I mean, she's probably saved about £1.20 on each freaking shirt and each parcel that went out. And I thought, next day delivery if you pay first class. So when it's like a slow boat to China, isn't it? You'll just have to freaking wait. It might be worth the wait. Anyway, just I don't know. I'm trying to think straight here. What did I do with it? I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. Put one of the t-shirts aside in the packet. I can't remember where I put it. I put it somewhere. Just give us a second, everyone. Talk amongst yourselves. Didn't put it there. There it is. Okay, so this is the packaging that the t-shirts are in. It's got obviously got your name on it. Let me just open this one. Yeah, I wanted to wear that to a trial on watch on Monday. Yeah, how to influence people. How to influence people. How did it go? Sue said. That's what I want to know. How's Trigger's shoulder? Says Steve Pace. You know when you get one of these, they're a freaking nightmare to open as well. That's a bag ruin. So this is what we're talking about, everyone. This is the Corleone t-shirt. Do you see that? Yeah. Imagine walking around with a freaking face like that on your shoulder, on your tit. Imagine walking around with that on your tit. Who the hell's going to wear? They're going to wear them in bed. That's the only place you're going to wear them, in bed. There you go. Never mind the bollocks. So that's the one there. Anyway, I was thinking, I want a thumbs up from everybody in here who's in the group, this is one we got left over. If I offered it to somebody in the group tonight, I want you to give me a thumbs up. Yes or no? Do you think he deserves it? So, no. I haven't even said the name yet. I didn't say the first person to give a thumbs up gets a freaking t-shirt, did I? Hey, get abreast of yourselves. Right? I said, let's have if I give a name, me. Stop it. Honestly, you're making me feel guilty now. I'm going to get a load of these made. And you're only allowed to wear them in bed. You're not allowed to wear them out because you might get punched in the head by somebody walking down the street. But you'll be able to. I mean, that's hand stitched. That is. Look, that is hand stitched. That is not printed. That is hand stitched. Good evening, Gary. I want a thumbs up if you think we should send one, this last one, to somebody who's in the group at the moment. And I want you to guess who I'm thinking of.
A name came to mind for me.
And a name came to mind to Sue, and a name came to mind to me. I want to see if I can send that positive vibes over to you. Don't be selfish and go me. I want you to put the name of the person that me and Sue are thinking of. Now, me and Sue's going to do a thing in a minute. She's going to write down on a piece of paper and pass it to me here the name of the person that she thinks I'm thinking about. And think if she's thinking about the same person.
That'd be quite interesting,
So I will do that. So I want you to put. Graham Hudson's got one. Graham's got one. Adam Hudson's got one. Gary Marriott's got one. Steve Pace's got one. Who else has got one? Christopher's got one. Adam's got one.
Adam, Steve.
I think I've said more.
Gary.
So I want.
That's four. There's another one. Where's the other one?
I want people to put the name, and I can't see anybody who's put the name yet. Come on, Sue, hurry up and pass it here. We'll be here all night.
Easy to go.
I dream about women in the group or women who follow us. Yeah.
Same name?
Why did you need to show it me? I told you to put it on a piece of paper and screw it up. I freaking, do you know what? Women can't do a thing they're told, can they?
I did read the instructions.
So, he's not here. I said somebody's here.
Was it the same name?
Yes, it is the same name. So Susan got the right name. Great minds think alike. See, that's what she thinks. She thinks she's got a great mind now. Is that the guy from Spain whose dog shits on his balcony? Karen, are you two having an affair? Are you two? Tracy, I'd love Tracy to wear one in bed. I'd love Leanne to wear one in bed. We'll see. Just imagine going to bed with me.
Keeping it close to the heart.
Close to your heart, look. See, is it the right side? Anyway.
Somebody's got it.
Somebody's got it. Mm-hmm. Yes! Graham Allison's got it. He was the first one in the house to say it. So that's the whole point. Now, listen. You know, you guys who've got a t-shirt.
Two people got it, actually. Peter was the...
Peter got... Oh, yeah, Peter got there. Peter was first one in the house with it. Well done, Peter. Peter Piper was first in the house. So...
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. Oh, no, Michael McLaughlin was the first in the house. Honestly, we're missing out on here. My wife is absolutely useless.
Well, I was giving you the piece of paper.
Steve Morton says, yeah, I did pay you £1 for the book a year ago. Well, obviously, that must have been a signed book, Steve, eh? Must have been a signed book a year ago. It must have been 3 years ago. Anyway, Mark Beard. Anybody who doesn't really want the t-shirt that I've said that you're getting one, anybody want to give their t-shirt away to somebody else in the group? Is there anybody in the group who think I ain't gonna wear that shit? I'd rather give it away. Would you like to give it away, or would you like to auction it? You could auction it if you want. You could start off at £1 and see what you could get for it, couldn't you? You could say, yeah, I'll put mine up for auction if you don't really want to wear it. I mean, are these t-shirts of any value, or is it the thought that counts? I paid five fucking years ago, Chris, and bought a Lamborghini with the interest of all the quids. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kieran, if only we get a size that would fit you. I will auction mine, says Adam. See that? He will auction his. You cheapskate bastard. Okay, start bids at £1. Is that £1 or 100 quid?
100.
I'll offer £10, Adam, and a picture of bollocks. There you go. Send one to Dan McCluskey. What a waste of freaking money that would be. He'd pull in more viewers, wouldn't he? That's what he'd do. He'd pull in more viewers. So if there is anybody on here who thinks, hang on, nice gesture, Chris, but I ain't going to wear that. I'm not wearing it to bed because my missus is going to be dreaming about you. Then feel free to flog it. Flog it. If you want to flog it on here and start an auction. So let's start an auction, shall we? Adam did say it, didn't he? But you'll have to wait for him to send it because it's in the post. Else I would have said, save the freaking the cost of the post, won't we, Sue? So this one, he's in the group. Jules, are you there? Now, everybody knows who Jules is, don't they? I bet my Beth would want one. Oh, she'd masturbate with it. She'd just sit there masturbating. I was only joking, says Adam. No, too late, Adam, too late. So let's start the auction. Adam's t-shirt, he's got to send it to you now, and he's got to pay the freaking postage. So the postage is included. When Adam gets his t-shirt, he's got to honor it, he's got to send it on and post it to the person who puts the biggest bid in today. He said he was only joking. You bastard. No, it wasn't me who said it. No, we're not starting at 100, we're just starting at £1. Who would give Adam £1 for his t-shirt? Would anybody in the group give £1 for this t-shirt? And he's going to post it. Julian, do you want this in the post? It's up to you, mate. I've sent you some shit in the past, and I bet you've buried it in the garden. Do you want this in the post? It's oversized. But it looked quite nice. You in bed wearing that. You can send us a picture if you want, Jules, with your little Willy Wonka hat. Borax Jules is the greatest Corleone gentleman. Thank you, Michael. Lynn Amvian, £1.50. Any I bids on £1.50. It will be faded. It will, won't it? Because his dog will freaking chew it. What he needs to do is keep it in the packaging on the top shelf away from the frigging dog. Because if the dog eats the plastic, that's another 45 quid. And if it eats a t-shirt, that could be 250. I'll offer a brown cocker, says Kieran. One brown cocker. £1.50 would. No problem, Jules. That's yours. It's in the post. You need to send me your detail. I have got them somewhere, but if you can send me in WhatsApp your address, Jules, we will post it off to you as a gesture. Thank you so much from the group for all the help you give the group. The Squirrel Skins, you're a lifelong member, a lifelong member. Are we auctioning the t-shirt or the dog? You can throw the dog in as well if you want. You need to say it now, Adam. You need to say it now. So, have we got £1? Oh, we got £1.50. We got £1.50. Absolutely earned it. Jules is a diamond member. Yes, he is. And it wasn't. I forgot. I just wanted to ask him if he wanted it because I don't know where you're going to wear these t-shirts. It takes a man with a set of bollocks. Or a girl with a set of... No, you can't have a girl with a set of bollocks, can you? Can you?
Yeah, in this day and age, can.
Oh, in this day and age, you can have a girl with a set of bollocks. It's just down to... £5. Kieran Evans is offering £5. Adam, at any point you want to say, okay, you can have it, you can let it go, all right? I'm not going to be offended in any way. You're up to £5, Adam, for doing fuck all at the moment. Any advance on £5 for Adam's t-shirt? £5. He's going to have to throw in the postage. It's probably cost him £3 because he'll probably post it first class to get rid of it as fast as he can. Now, he doesn't have to accept the offer, but it's called himshi. Yeah, exactly, Steve. They may be out there, might they? A himshi.
You don't want to sell it.
Hang on, Adam. Adam, you don't know what they offer. There might be an offer in here
You can't refuse.
that you couldn't refuse, as Sue said. Nothing's priceless, Adam. Nothing. Adam, if you thought straight, we could go out and buy another 20 if we get the right freaking price. But we got to get the right price. You don't know what they cost me. And you're going, no, I don't want to sell it. Karen's offered £5. Embroidered as well. Embroidered. You don't want to sell it now, look. Eh? You don't want to sell it. Eh? He's bit off more than he can chew. Oh, is that the dog? Anyway, it's all gone quiet all of a sudden. Mr. Egg's gone quiet. £10 and signed. Look at this. The Vine, she wants. Oh, honestly, she wants one, doesn't she? Eh? £10 and signed. Do you know, I'm going to lay in my bed tonight dreaming about that. Lying in bed with a signed copy. A signed copy. Do you want me to sign it where it says never mind the bollocks? Signed by who? Said Adam. Yeah. Not your dog. You don't want a footprint, do you, from Adam's dog? I mean, if it's signed by me, it's got. Oh, there you go. Hey, Adam, you thought you were in there, didn't you? There you go. You're going to have to send it back to me, Adam, with the post. I'll sign it and then I'll send it on to her. Honestly, you got £10 and signed. £10 and signed. Right. So, do you think? Let's ask the question. Let's ask the question. Let's be realistic. If they were available for anybody to buy in small, medium, or extra large, do you think they're worth £15? Do you think they're worth 15 quid each? Yes or no? Let's just see if it's just it's just a gimmick, or do you think that they're worth? Because who's going to wear it? Where are you going to wear it? Where are you going to wear it? Right? Wouldn't it be wonderful if there were people walking all over the country going, never mind the bollocks, your dog? Wouldn't it be funny? You'd walk around, say, Exeter, or you'd go into Bristol and you see somebody walking down the road going, never mind the bollocks, show us your dog, and you do. That's freaking Chris Upton, that stirring shit again. Hey, that's exactly why I put up Bruce Lee and said, it's not important that everybody likes you. Sometimes a little bit of controversy goes a long way. Hey, sure, it's a bottle of red. What?
Red one.
What? It's a bottle of red. So what I'm saying is, I think they cost me about that. I think that's what they cost me roughly each. It's not that I want to make profit on them, but I just wonder if it would be a good idea. Because when I got them printed, I thought, I can't afford to give everybody a t-shirt who wants a t-shirt. I'd be freaking skint. I'd be sitting on the freaking shelf going, playing with my marbles, going, freaking hell, that wasn't a good idea, was it? I didn't realize that many people would want one. And then all of a sudden, I couldn't believe that you got other people going, oh, I wouldn't mind one. I wouldn't mind one. And I thought to myself, well, I can't give everybody one. So I decided to give them to our trainers or affiliated trainers. And that was one of the subjects I wanted to talk about tonight, about affiliated trainers. And I wanted to ask you people in here an honest question, a number of honest questions, and get that. And then what I thought to myself is, I wonder, Julian, you'll be able to wear it as a skirt in Tesco's when you go in there. They'll think he's got a mini skirt on, because that's what it's going to look like on you, Jules. It's loose. You could slip out of it very easy. Your nipple could be on show if you turn left or you turn right, because it's a big t-shirt. But it's not the biggie ones, because when I went in there, I said I want 3 sizes. They only gave me 2 sizes, XXL or Gary Marriott Perfect.
Adam said, my bet who was now a very close friend, up the never mind bollocks mug, when he came to reconnect, triggered shoulder.
Yeah, and the thing is with Gary Marriott, it says the perfect man on the back of it as well. The perfect man, right? Right. Anyway, so I don't know whether we should make them sellable. Well, it's simple. If anybody wants to send me the 15 quid, I think with the postage, I think it might be 20. I'm not going to sign them. Don't be daft. If anybody actually wants one and they do send me 20 quid, I can ask the printer to make another, and you let me know your size as well. It's important. You let me know the size. I will get the printer to print some more off if people do really want them. Oh, Leanne, stop it, please. Please, Leanne, stop it. I wear it as a dress in the summer. Oh, stop it. I'm getting you a very thin one then. One that sticks to you, Leanne. No need to send me a box, guys. No need to. It was my gesture for the group who made the effort, who've made the group such a brilliant group, and I wanted to, reach out to not just my trainers who have got on board, share videos, critique videos, gone out and helped people. Like I said, we've had no complaints about these people, and yet we've had arsewives giving their opinion. That, hang on, what have you won? What have you won to give you the credentials to say that you're a dog trainer? Hang on, these people in the group, I've not heard one of them say, I'm a trial genius. I trial dogs. I've been successful. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for people who can communicate and can reach out and help others. That's what I'm looking for. So it's not just being a good dog trainer. You have to be a people person. You have to be able to put yourself across as well. That is as important to me as being a good dog trainer. And I say this, there are plenty of trial people out there who are absolutely freaking useless. They live on the fact that they've trialed a dog and they've had a certificate on the day that no one turned up or everybody else failed. I'm not interested in how big your penis is because it's not my cup of tea. I'm interested in how you get on with other people, how you communicate. Sue might be interested. Adam Upton with a belt and boots. Now you've got me really worried now.
Because Leanne said, I'll wear it as a dress in the summer, and Adam said, I'll wear it as a dress in the summer.
You haven't got it. You
wear it as a dress in the summer.
You haven't got it. You give yours away. You've given yours away before you've had it. Oh no, you're going to get it. I don't think you're going to send it to anybody. So I think anybody could say, I'll give you 60 quid for it, Adam. I don't think he'd even freaking send it. I think it's that valuable to him. I think I've called his bluff. Would anybody give Adam 60 quid for it for charity? Would anybody give Adam 60 quid for it for charity? See, then it's not that important, is it? Honestly, do you know what? I'll have to buy another one. Yeah, exactly. You have to wait, wouldn't you? You'd have to get in the queue. Yeah, so I don't blame people. At the end of the day, I never looked at them and thought, oh, people are going to want to buy them. It's for the mother-in-law's outing, Kieran. The more you spend, the further we send her. What's the charity first? How about that? Can I choose the charity? Yeah. You can choose the charity. Listen, I did it because it was an appreciation of what you've done for the club, for the Corleone Patreon group and the Corleone Talk. It's about the input you put in, the effort you put in to help others, and it's all appreciated. I had a mother-in-law, Dragon, I called her. I'll send £1,000 now. There you go. Now you've really got problems. Now you've really got problems. There's £1,000 for a t-shirt. Honestly, I reckon if the Beatles, you'd only get £2 if it was signed. No, you wouldn't get a lot more than that, wouldn't you? Especially if it was Nevermind the Bollocks. The Beatles weren't even around when Nevermind the Bollocks. They'd already finished, didn't they? The Beatles didn't last very long, did they? I've actually lasted longer than the Beatles, right? And I've sold more records than Elvis. Elvis used to make records, but he wasn't selling them. I sat there in the shop selling Elvis records. Elvis just sang. Deadly serious. I'll auction it for the Teenager Cancer Trust. Yeah, why not? Go for it. It's your t-shirt. You do what you freaking want with it. I thought for a second, deadly serious, I'll auction it for the... And I thought it was something else, but that's not the case. Well, if you want to auction it, Adam, I'll start the auction off at 30 quid for your charity if you want. Does anyone match that? All right, but you're gonna have to send it. You're gonna have to send the t-shirt back, Adam. That's gonna cost you £4. So if you're gonna want to keep the t-shirt, you're gonna have to go £34, Adam. So did I type a grand? I said I've not got grand in what?
Did I take grand? I meant grain of sand. I've not got a grand in pennies.
No, that's all right then. We'll let you off with that. So Adam's serious. So I chucked 30 quid in there with my own t-shirt that I freaking bought. I must be freaking going soft. So does anybody want to match that? Go ahead. All this for a freaking t-shirt, eh? I can't believe it. We've been on here for 26 minutes. I bet you're all bored shitless, aren't you? The ones who didn't want a t-shirt. Okay, so if we let's just try something, shall we? And we're not going to, so don't even go there. If Jules's squirrel skins were up for sale in a shop, how much would you pay for one? How much would you willingly pay for a beautifully made squirrel skin? And we're not selling any. We're not. No way are we selling them. They are on merit. We're not giving them to a charity. No freaking way. That would be nuts. So, come on, tell me. What would you? Because I've seen stuff that's for sale. Priceless, says Peter Piper. Priceless. Good old Peter. I've seen stuff in shops for sale, and I'm telling you, a realistic price. Because Peter says priceless. Nothing's priceless, is it? Jules puts a lot of work into those squirrel skins, curing them, wrapping them up. You should see how he wraps them up. It's unbelievable. I'm good mind to wrap this t-shirt up in 17,000 pieces of Christmas paper and put sellotape around every freaking one of them, just to freaking stir the shit. When he sees the parcel, he's going to be there for hours on end opening it, and he's always going to remember, you bastard, the payback. The same price as a canvas dummy. They're just as good, if not better. Bloody hell. Way better, I think, Steve, than a canvas dummy. Anybody can make a canvas dummy. If you pay 50 quid for a rabbit dummy, then who knows? It would be more value than that big fluffy bunny, 50 quid. Yeah, exactly. It would be, wouldn't it? So let's just imagine. Let's just give a roundabout price, a reasonable price, 50 quid for a squirrel skin. If I told you, or if I had added up how many he's made over the years for the group and for me in the draw when people come round as a gesture of, you've done really well with that dog, here, off you go with the squirrel skin. Congratulations, you've done well. It would be unbelievable. I reckon, Jules, you're there. How many do you reckon that you've sent me roughly, Jules? I'm going to write it down on a piece of paper, just roughly. How many do you reckon you sent me? I wrote it down on a piece of paper. How many I think he sent me over the years. See what Karen says? Got to be 250. 250. Got to be 250, I say. 250 as well. Jules, do you actually know Now you imagine, add that up, somebody, please. £40 a piece, 250. Steve's had two. Hey, Steve's had two. Steve turned his into ear warmers. I was going to say muff warmers then. Ear warmers. Yeah. I'm thinking of all the Pringles here. Yeah. Yeah. You should have seen the Pringle tubes I've had here. See that? Leanne Vine said, I'd definitely buy one. I'd definitely give you one. No, can't say that. Not in front of Sue. Sorry. I meant I'd give you a squirrel skin. But I can't. I just can't give them away. You've got to earn them. I think she's earned quite a bit lately, hasn't she? She's such a sport. Legend that Jules is feared by the squirrels within 20-mile radius. The squirrels are going to be extinct, as Peter Poe. Yeah. But I generally believe, I would say roughly, and I've got no idea, but just roughly. I mean, I've had. It sends them out, and then you could put a computer, a video recorder in a box that big. I mean, the delivery is about 30-40 quid for the delivery, the post. So you can imagine that by giving him a T-shirt, it's just a small gesture of thank you for what you've done for the group. That is so important, everybody. You have, Chris. You have what? You have what? I mean, more, Leanne. You have what? Don't forget Susan in the background. You have what? I wanted a squirrel skin so bad. Then I got one. I don't want to use it in case it gets dirty. Oh, my God. In case your dog swallows it.
I had one when my dog was a pup.
I thought your dog did. I thought you did. I think you're right, Gary. I think they are a small one. Yeah, that's what you're talking about me for, isn't it? You have, Chris, a small one. I remember now, puppy one. Yeah, you get a bigger one now. It's about this big. Honestly, they're beautiful. The bigger ones. They come with a retrieval plug on it. You can pull it back out as well when you finish playing with it. He's been sending them in since the first ever seminar. It's got to be no less than 250. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The amount of work that he's put in for the group, he's up there. He's an ambassador. He's an ambassador. Simple as that. And that's Conservative. There you go. I'm not voting Labour or Conservative this year. I don't know about you lot. Anyway, like I said, I'll go back to that scenario. Let's ask the question for the group, shall we? If you were going to go to a trainer for training and you had no experience at all, would you run off and go to one of the film stars? Or would you find a trainer who you like on the internet, who speaks honestly, is it the way it is, or is recommended by Chris, and get value for money and a genuine person rather than someone who can afford to give you an hour and then skim you out the door as fast as possible? You know, at the end of the day, there's quality and there's quality, but do you need to be training with a so-called pro trainer to start with when you first start training a dog? Or do you think that if you reached a very good standard and then you wanted to polish that, then you could perhaps go to a pro trainer and see how you've got the wisdom and the knowledge? You could go to a pro trainer and see if he can give you anything else that you've already learned, but you might be asking the right questions. You might be producing a dog to him of a good standard where he can give you that little bit of extra polish. But you'd be quite surprised. I'm telling you, you'd be quite surprised. You might think in your head that, hang on, I'd rather go to the professional from day one. When I say professional, the film star from day one, because he's been there, done it, read the book. Hang on, is he looking for what you're looking for? Tracy said, I went to a superstar trainer in Cornwall. Do you know, I love that Tracy. I love that Tracy, Sue. She comes out with the right words just at the right time. She knows how to please me, doesn't she, Sue?
She's very nice.
She's very nice, isn't she?
And she's correct.
And she's correct, Susie Two Shoes said in the background. I look at their dogs and their client dogs and see how how I judge. I was asked if I had any qualifications yesterday. They couldn't believe it when I said, actually, I have no certificates accreditation. That's another subject, isn't it, Kieran? You know, just because you've got accreditation and you've done this, you know, a internet course, that doesn't make you a good trainer. We've got people in the group who followed me for over 10 years. Well, if you were doing an apprenticeship, how many people have put up as much videos over the 10 years as I have in the dog world for gun dog training? Can you name anybody? Can you name anybody who's put up so much information? Whether you're paying for it now in the last 2 years, coming into 3 years, or before that when it was on the internet. Is there anybody out there who's actually put their head above the parapet and been prepared to be shot at? Has he been shot at by the so-called professional trainers out there? Only one. Only one trainer have I been shot at publicly that I know of. Now, who's going to guess who that trainer is? Who's going to guess who that trainer is? I don't know what that means, Kieran. And Neil PWA. He's freaking really. Neil Poir. Freaking hell. Have you been watching Eurovision Song Contest? Are the film stars going to teach everything they know? I think not. It's more a conveyor belt, 1-to-1 out. Exactly. I have several trainers come. They can't handle train their own dogs. How can? Exactly, Gary. See, we've got people in the group who actually say it the way they see it. Robert Elaine. No, yeah. I don't even class him as a trainer.
Steve, wash your
mouth out with that one, Steve. not even a frigging trainer, is he? No, not Dale. There's another one, not a trainer. No. Ben Randall. When I first got the yard, I'd been training dogs for 20 years as a professional. When I first got the yard, Shooting Times did a 2-page spread on me and my business. He came down and he did a full spread. And Ben Randall said he hasn't even got any roof on his kennels. Well, they weren't the kennels, it was the kennel runs. We hadn't finished building, but they were kennel runs, but they didn't have a roof on. The kennels were across the other side, and they had a roof on. But where I was actually building the kennels all those years ago, and someone said, "Don't be a frigging idiot, Ben. He's only just started building it." Kurt posts occasionally, but doesn't really show you much that you can learn from. Not knocking Darren, he's a great trainer, but no one says it like Chris. I tell you, with Darren is a people person. Darren can pull in the people for the groups, and Darren's got a good method of getting people to want to play the game, getting them to want to learn. And one thing I can tell you about Darren is he's always been very supportive towards me, and I will always appreciate that. When the shit hit the fan, he said, "I stand with you 100%. I don't need to go into what was said in private, but he's actually said things in public as well and defended me. And I put people on good trainers. Wouldn't it be wonderful if I could put a list up of 30 or 40 trial people? Yeah, Steve Morton says, "Nice chap, Darren." Yeah, there you go. Stroke. I think I scratched my head and I froze. Darren has always been very, very polite with me, considerate, helpful. Got a lot of time for Darren, without fail. But what I'm saying to you is, wouldn't it be wonderful if I could put up 40 trainers up and down the country that I could gladly promote as field trial trainers who've gained success, but I can honestly say, in my opinion, they're honest, straight to the point, they say it as it is, and they ain't going to rip you off. It's a sad world when you can't, isn't it? It's a sad world when I come up with the idea, I'd rather form a group and have this dream, have this dream that we could bring people together that could learn to help other people, go out there and help other people. But I cannot endorse them if they're not coming across the way I would want. Now, I don't mind controversial people, but you have to show yourself as a people person as well. And I think that's really important. And there's plenty of people who've followed my methods and out there helping other people and charging other people. That's up to them. It's a free will, isn't it? But if I endorse you, it means that I think you are a decent person with other people. I've seen your results and you've followed me for a long period of time. And in my opinion, you've done your apprenticeship. You've gone out there and proved it. And now, why don't I endorse people? And this is one of the things I was talking about the other day. When I first started in the trial world, I was young, I was hungry, I was brash. Not quite as brash as Karen, but I was brash. We're all different. I would ask questions. I would get under people's skin. People would go, "Are you asking me questions like that?" I didn't realize they didn't know how to answer those questions. I thought they were up there in the knowledge, with the knowledge and understanding. But you soon find out who actually has got a good understanding, who can explain themselves. Now, there's plenty of dog people out there, I keep saying this, that can train a dog, but can they be people person? The same with football managers, isn't it? Some football managers were great footballers, and they moved on to be good managers. Look at Wayne Rooney. Look at Wayne Rooney. He was a good footballer, wasn't he, in his day? He's a shit manager. How many fucking clubs has he been through? It's a bit like, what's his name? He's managed more clubs than freaking Cockney lad. What's his name, Sue? He managed Derby. He managed a number of clubs.
You talking?
She knows them all because she.
Yeah, I know. I can see his face. He was on the advert earlier, wasn't he? Oh God. It'll come to me.
I think you're right, Steve. No one ever offered this sort of training. But before, when I was putting up videos on YouTube, I was actually had that many customers coming because of the videos on YouTube. I didn't have time to sit down and make down a video and just break it down and show the little things that if you improve, you'll become better. I didn't have time. And the film stars haven't got the time for that because the film stars are busy running around wanting to win with dogs. And I worked out a long time ago, they are not the people to be gaining the understanding from. You're better off if you go to shoot Brian Clough, Julian, spell it right to start with. Brian Clough? No, it wasn't Brian Clough.
No, it's played for Chelsea.
Played for Chelsea. Come on, someone must know.
Oh God.
He's managed more freaking teams and lasted about a year with each team. Black hair. Come on, everyone, you must know him.
Oh, I can see his face.
We can see his face. I'm not really into these managers. Lampard, you're dead right. Lampard. Yeah, well done, Peter. Yeah. Redknapp. Yeah. No, Redknapp, freaking good manager, wasn't he? Or Jamie Redknapp. The other Redknapp. Harry. Frank Lampard, yeah. Frank Lampard. How many freaking clubs have he been in? And they last about a season, don't they? And all start going wrong. The thing is, what I do as well, some people have followed me and got their dogs to a good standard. Then they've gone off because they've got the dogs to a good standard, and they start teaching other people. Or they start running with the running. Is it running with the hounds? Is that what you say? Running with the big boys? My suggestion is nothing wrong with that. As long as you're gaining something from it. As long as you're gaining something from it. If you move from somebody that you've gained success, and then the next time I see you putting up a video, I think, frickin' hell, he's improved. He's improved big time. And then you turn around to me and said, yeah, I've been going to so-and-so. I'd say, frickin' hell, that's worked. That's worked. But I'd like to know, I'd like somebody to tell me who they've gone to, and it's improved them to such an extent they stand out from the crowd. I'd like to know. A little bit of knowledge is dangerous. It always sticks with me. And as you said, Chris, yeah, it is. But everyone's got to start somewhere. And at the end of the day, what backup you've got, if you'll go out to help other people, you've reached a good standard with the group, you go out to help other people, what a backup you've got if something goes wrong or you're struggling, you can pick up the phone or you can send a video to me and I can show you exactly what you need to do to adjust it to get the dog back on board. Now, I don't get that all the time because the people that I've put forward as accredited trainers for the Corleone, Corleone way in Patreon, they've proved themselves. They've trained dogs as good as I could train a dog. And that's an endorsement for me, who's been doing it for all those years. You can only train to a certain standard unless you think you're above everybody else. And I've never, ever thought that I'm above everybody else. I like the challenge of running dogs in competition myself, but I soon worked out that the corruption, the backstabbing, the nastiness, that other people go, there's no such thing. There's just friendship and camaraderie out there in the gun dog trial world. I wish it was. I wish it was, because I'd be promoted to all of you to take you to the next stage that wanted to go there. Now, not everybody wants to go there, and I don't blame you. But if I'm telling you it's corrupt, it's a lottery, it's a joke, you have to stand above the others if you want to win on a regular basis, unless you've got your finger in so many pies or you've got something to offer the trial world. Leanne Vine said, I started watching you 5 years ago on YouTube. I've got people, Leanne, I've got people who I still chat with, who've been following me for 20 years, who've been coming to me for training. That's an endorsement in itself, isn't it? That when people come back and they pick up the phone and they have a laugh. One of the videos I shared this week was with one of our members who gave me this bottle of whiskey. Oh, no, not this one, this one. And John. And I shared the video. And I shared the video because we had a crack. We had a laugh. I said, hey, do you mind me switching the video? Do you mind me videoing this? I'll ask you a few questions. And I asked him a number of questions. And he'd been to some of the film stars. I'm not going to mention the names of those film stars in public, but in the group, you'll see who they were. And he gave you an honest opinion. And it wasn't pre-planned. It was an honest sit down between two guys. Now, I had that guy, like he said, biting the steering wheel, driving home, going, you're freaking wrong. You're freaking wrong. But he had the bollocks to say, didn't he, that when he got home, he watched the video and went, you bastard, you were right. You read it. You saw it. Now, I'm dyslexic, but I'm visual. Once I've seen Leanne in boots or Tracy lying on that couch smiling at me like the Mona Lisa, then I'll never forget it, because I'm visual. I'm visual. My imagination runs away with me sometimes. That's true. But I'm visual. And like Graham said, that was a good listen. It's important that you've got that camaraderie with people, but you can go back 10 years or 5 years, whenever he was here, and we can have a laugh about it. And I say it so direct. And that's exactly why I put up that picture of Bruce Lee with the quote that it said this evening. Why should you go out of your way to be liked by everybody? Why can't you just be yourself and let people see you for the person you are? If they don't like you, don't follow you. Go somewhere else. If you want someone to hold your hand and stroke your ego, go find a film star. They'll do it all day long for you, as long as you're paying. But I'm telling you what, you'll get far better value out of someone who's been there, done it, trained dogs to a good standard. They've got their pride. They're doing it for the love of it. They're not doing it for the money. We've all got to earn a living. We've all got to earn a living. I don't charge. I don't change.
No one. I don't
change for no one. I'm here to make me happy, not anyone else. Don't like it, fuck off. All right, that's the end of the program. See you all later. Leanne, I'd love to come down to Cornwall. Honestly, Leanne, I'd love you to come down to Cornwall 30 years ago when I was young, virile, on my toes, mad keen. I'm getting older.
That's what your parents said.
I'm getting older. I'm getting wiser. I've got the knowledge, but I haven't got the get up and go like I used to have. That's true. I mean, I can't last more than 3 hours these days.
Thank God.
Thank God, she says. Thank God. Thank God, she says. You prefer quality or quantity? She got quiet. She went quiet. She thought about that, didn't she? She's had it too good. She was thinking, do I like the quality or do I want the quantity? Now, she laughed, but she didn't really give too much away there because you don't know whether it was quality she wants or quantity. Quality. But when we first met, was it quantity or quality?
It was both.
Oh, it's both. No wonder we've been together for so long. Honestly, you animal, Susan, you animal.
Quantity, Adam said. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's the size of me. She didn't want no 9-stone bloke. She wanted quantity, as much on top of her as possible. Is that 3 hours on the toilet? Jules, you were getting a t-shirt. What Sue's going to do, Jules? She's going to spray it with her favourite perfume.
So I'll sign it for you too.
And she'll sign it for you, Jules. or she said she'd dribble on it. Now you've mentioned toilets. Stop it, Adam. Honestly, I thought you were my mate. But it's the same with Adam. It's the same as Adam. Adam is an asset to the group for all the banter he puts up, for all the frigging heartache he shows us, with all the failure that happens, and yet it still gets back up. And then I won't tell you what Adam and me have been talking about this week, because it's up to Adam. But if he wants to tell you what he's been talking about, that's up to him. But then he sent me a picture with this bloke who'd made his own leg. And I thought to myself, yeah, sometimes in life you've got to use your initiative. Sometimes in life you have to just get on with life, don't you? And life ain't easy for some people. There you go, another group diamond. Exactly. And like I said to you earlier in this chat, it's not all about what you've achieved out in the field with your gun dog. Yeah, I'm fine. 3 hours. What is she? Is she got no stamina, that girl? Do you know, as you get older, Leanne, it takes longer. I'm talking about 3 hours when I was young, when I was virile, when I was like a superstar, when I used to beat my chest if we weren't getting sex, pick her up and throw her on the bed. These days, she carries me to the bed. Well, she dragged me on a dog lead.
That was because they had pushed it, they're
She
not
she drags me on a dog lead. She got no heel work, but she drags me on a dog lead into the bedroom on a regular basis. And I'm going, look, I'm too tired. I'm knackered. You're gonna have to give me a break. So anyway, what I'm saying is to be an ambassador for the Corleone family, it's not just about being a good dog trainer. It's about being a people person as well. And I think that is so important. Now, tell me, you guys, do you think that's important? You guys and girls, do you think that's important? Being a people person is just as important as being a good dog trainer. I know one thing about this group is that we would all help each other out when needed. Yeah, I think that's true. I think that's true. I think it's dead true. And I think that that's an important point of, I mean, remember Gary? Remember Gary with that bloke who just did not want to listen? Remember that bloke? He put up the video. We put up the video for the group. We didn't in public. If he'd gone to public, it would have gone it would have gone global because people would have been pissing themselves. He would have been made to look an absolute plonker. Not going to mention his name, not going to throw anybody under the bus. You guys in the group know exactly who we're on about. The guy was told time and time again in such a polite way, and yet he was not willing to listen. And I said to Gary in private, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time with him. You'll never get across to him because his mind is set. He's been down the bloody food route with the positive only movement, and he thinks that that is the only way to go. Now, I think Larry shared a video this week that was atrocious. It's gone global. Loads of people shared it. I shared it with a group. I didn't share it in public. I shared it with a group, and I just think it was disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. There was no need for what he did. The dog went wrong, and he lost his cool, and he totally went over the top. It should be banned from ever owning a dog. Simple as that. For that does people like me a lot of shit. It does. It does the guys who talk openly about using discipline at the right time. It was sick. It was sick. Horrible person. Exactly, Adam. Exactly. And if I watched a video of anybody in our group, and I've never ever even seen anything close to it, I would pull them up instantly and go, that is totally wrong. And yet people send in videos of their dog pulling them all over the place, not listening to them. I tell them what to do. I tell them how to win it with gameplay. I reckon you could, Leanne. I think you could be an ambassador and promote my t-shirt. You could wear just the t-shirt with a belt round it in them long boots that you've got. I tell you what, I'd be salivating. Sue don't mind salivating. She says you can look, but you can't touch. Well, I think sometimes touching isn't the sexy thing, is it? I think your imagination is just sexy, isn't it? If you've got that in your head that you can use your imagination. And I could just imagine you sending me a picture of wearing our t-shirt. Should we do it, guys and girls? Should we do it? Should we send her a t-shirt? Should we get one made up? Send it to her. Ask her to wear it on a video walking across the field with her boots on and just a t-shirt with a belt round it. And then I'll add some music. And let's just guess who knows what music I'll add to it. What music would I add to it? Let's see if any of you got the same crazy imagination as me. You'd know, wouldn't you, Sue?
I'm trying to think myself. Oh, I think I do.
Okay, so I'll write it down on this piece of paper. Right. Nigel, you freaking Nigel, these boots are made for walking. I just love that intro. Don't you just love that intro? And I could watch her walking away from the camera, and it would just be like that, wouldn't it? Eh? And then Aerosmith walk this way. Nice one, Jules. Nice one. So if anybody's up for that, a promo video, Nancy Sinatra. Yes, Nancy Sinatra. Unbelievable. Oh, shall we just play it, shall we? Shall we play it? Benny, honestly, I'm fucking worried about him. I'm worried about that bloke, sir.
Graham said pretty women.
Should we pass that phone there, please? Just so don't worry, she's not going to come on telly. She's shy. She never wants to be spotted in town. They go, "Hello, Sue." She doesn't want that. She never ever wants that. She just So hang on, man. Give us a second. So here we go. Here we go. You ready?
You keep saying you got something for me, something you call love, but confess you've been a messin' where you shouldn't have been a messin', and now someone else is getting all your best. These boots are made for walking, and these boots are gonna walk all over you.
Start walking.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a song, everyone. What a song. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that for the Corleone theme tune on the internet for everyone to see? Theme tune on the internet for everyone to see. Or just private for my private collection that goes under the bed. Never mind. Anyway, we can all dream, can't we? We can all dream. We can all dream. So anyway, on that note, you can all fuck off. We've said enough tonight, haven't we? We've said enough. We've had a bit of titillation towards the end there.
No, you got another question, Leanne, with stockings or without?
Do you know what? I don't mind. I don't mind flat foot, but I'd rather have those boots, to be honest with you. I don't mind happy hippie flat foot.
Gary likes his stockings. He said definitely wear.
Oh, Gary, honestly, would that be fishnet, or would that be fishnet for you, Gary? Would it? That's what you wore when we went to Rocky Horror, wasn't it, Gary? Where we sat together on the Rocky Horror show. Karen Evans, I dare you. What?
He said my ass and legs are that forward. I could catch a woman from back. Send me £50, Chris, and I'll even wear a song.
Honestly, I like you, but I don't like you that much. Honestly, I like you, but I don't like you that much, Karen.
Only Shakira, Adam.
I thought you said you're going for a walk the dog, not a wank. I mean, walk. Yeah, we should do a Corleone calendar with the girls, shouldn't we? We've only got 3 of them in the group, I think. We're too rude. We're too rude. We're too. Sue would just do a blank. She'd just do a blank fucking black page for her calendar. She's like, I was there, but in the background. Anyway, on that note, thanks everyone for tuning in, and I hope you had a bit of a laugh. And what do you mean you don't mind, Gary? What do you mean you don't mind?
Stockings or not?
Oh, stockings or not? There you go. That's the way, boy. I found that they chaff the top of my legs. Being big legs and that, you know. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, on that note, good night, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. And like I said, Jules, please give us your address so we can stick the t-shirt in there. If you do not give me your address within a week, the way my mind works, I'll be sending them to Leanne Vine. Because I think she's titillated the audience tonight enough. But has she got the balls? Can we say that? Has she got the balls to put a video up? We'll soon find out, won't we? She could say for your personal use only, Chris.
For your eyes only.
Oh, for your eyes only. She could do that one, couldn't she? Which not Shirley Bassey singing it though, but she could do that one, couldn't she? For your eyes only. Good night, Tracy. Good night, Steve Morton. Good night, everybody. Karen Evans. Good night. Good night, Sue. Don't fucking say good night to me, Karen. Just good night to Sue. Thank you very much. Good night, all. Chris Upton and Sue signing off. Thanks for tuning in.
Julian says yes, he will.
Right, bastard. I thought Leanne was going to get it. They cost me a lot of money, those boots. I would have given you the boots for nothing, Leanne, if you were my missus. I wouldn't have charged you. You want to tell the old man he's tight if he's charged you for the boots?